And welcome back to The Price of Business. I am your host, Chris Kelso. Remember, you can always catch The Price of Business 7x24 at priceofbusiness.com. That way you can hear all the news and all the past shows that we have, even ask a lot of questions we have for our future shows. You know, right now we have Shahar Karny. He is calling in from Israel about a great product out there called Play News. Shahar, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing very well. You know, for all those listeners out there, let us know a little about who you are and what you do.
Okay, my name is Shahar Karny. I'm one of the co-founders of an application called Play News. Play News is a free Android application that simply reads out loud news and magazine websites to the user.
So it reads out loud news and magazine websites to the user. That's pretty interesting because a lot of times individuals are in their car, they're driving somewhere, but there's maybe an application or something that they follow in the news or a specific magazine. They can actually Bluetooth this right in their car and have it read out loud to them.
Exactly. This is in one sentence exactly what we do, right?
Well, hey, that makes it very easy for me now. But, you know, one of the things, I'm going to talk about two things. I want to talk about Play News and sort of how you came about developing it. What was the driving force to develop Play News, and where do you see it going long term? And then I'm going to also talk a little bit about what's going on over in Israel in reference to how hot it is and how hot a market is for technology development. We'll do that later. Let's talk about how did you come up with Play News? What was the driving force around that?
Okay, the inspiration for Play News came when a family member actually the co-founder was diagnosed with eye cancer. So he was going in a period of radiation in which he could not use both his eyes. And he told his son, find me an application that will allow me to still read my favorite websites and simply play the news. I'm sure there should be such an application from all the million applications that are out there. So we began to search, and we saw that there is no such an application. We said, let's do it. It's a great idea, and we see a great need. So it came for this such population of visually impaired people, I would say. And as we went along, we saw that the market is much bigger, especially the commuters, that, as you said before, can use it while driving in the car. Absolutely.
Where do you see it going long term?
We see the potential in Android Auto. Android Auto is an initiative by Google to bring the cars everywhere. So every application that supports it will be part of your car dashboard. And I think eventually Android Auto will be part of every modern car. And once it's there, the market will be huge for us.
Gotcha. Now, are you doing anything for the Apple product?
Not yet. It's an excellent question. It's a matter of resources, and we don't have the resources to do it at the moment. But we have the technology, and we can do it if when the time is right.
I absolutely understand. Let us know a little bit what's going on over in Israel as far as technology. I mean, one of the things we've said, Israel is a hotbed for development. Israel is a hotbed for a lot of the technology development that's coming out that we all are using on a day-to-day basis. Describe a little bit about what it's like to be able to pull from some of the great resources that you have over there.
It's very exciting. You have a lot of startups going on in Israel with hot technology and great ideas. There's a lot of meetups and places you can meet other startups and investors. And there's also a lot of support from the community to help startups in their early way. To find connections with other companies that for cooperation or something like that. It's very, very thriving community of technology startups.
You know, one of the things that I think would be very interesting, and I'm sure you probably have this also long term, is to be able to translate, to be able to read out your favorite magazine and or website, but also any future translation ability to do that, because a lot of times individuals might want to read something but don't speak the language which is written in.
It's an excellent idea. We have some users that ask for this, and I see this as something along the way as an advanced feature. But first, we have to spread the word and be in every car before we can fund such a development, which is not so easy if you want to support many languages, as you might imagine.
Oh, I would absolutely agree. Right now, what are you mainly supporting? Is it English, or what are the languages you're supporting?
English, mainly English. Only English, actually.
All English, okay. And what are you doing marketing-wise to get it out, especially here in the United States?
Mainly we use ASO, which is we're not funded yet, and we are self-funded. We have invested not too much in advertising, but not as much as we would like to.
Gotcha. Okay. What was the name of the company you said you were ASO?
No. ASO, it's a short for the term Application Search Optimization. It means to be able to have users find you in the application market.
Gotcha. Okay. That's
so when they search for you, so when they search for the right term, they will find your application.
That is awesome. Now, are you doing anything specifically with any type of the service providers of the data? For example, any specific magazines that have that as an offering as a touchdown, and or any type of websites that can say click here to download and have it read to you?
We support the more than 1,000 websites around the world, and all the popular websites in the United States, both business and sports and whatever, we support it.
Well, I tell you, it's a lot of fun. It's very interesting to see what's going on. Obviously, Play News is something I think is up and coming. A lot of individuals out there who need to have news read to them, who might not be able to have sight, provided, as you mentioned right there, how it started. Individuals who might be in some type of form in which they can't read anymore, especially as we have an aging population that is getting older. And also for individuals who want to have news, and right now there's a big push to, obviously, don't text and drive, which I don't do, don't read and drive. It's a great application long term, and I think where you're going with it is absolutely great. How can we reach, or how can we get a hold of Play News?
Okay, when you search for the application, search for Play News in one word, not two words, in one word, and you will find us. And you could also find more information in our website, which is playnews.mobi. One word again, playnews.mobi.
Playnews.mobi.
You can find a lot of information there.
Okay, playnews.mobi.
Yes.
That is great. Again, that is Shahar Karny, playnews.mobi. Great application to be able to listen to your favorite magazines and or websites when you're driving, or if you just can't read and want to have that read back to you. Shahar, thank you very much for being on board today.
Thank you.
Again, that was Shahar Karny. I am Chris Kelso with The Price of Business. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.